The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing here, Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Purdy looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now we give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go. It's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The headlinesman was right on it. I think they got that spot correct.
Yeah, and so many times officials catch so much grief because of things that may go wrong. You're exactly right. He was on the spot.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right on the 6-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Throwing, Cousins. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Up the middle, Nwangu. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Score on these guys. Go for it. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jefferson moving in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Straight ahead, here's DeWanger. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line,
touchdown! Jordan Addison, 28 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too bad.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Purdy. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free.
And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 3. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Open man is Juwan Jennings. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. Purdy taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports. Driver now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On second down, this is Madison. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Off the play fake, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now Cousins on 4th down. That is caught. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. What will be a big play there on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
At the 49ers 35-yard line.
Second and 11. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Cousins again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 30 yards. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Purdy off the play fake. And this is caught, Jennings. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 48 yards. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins now. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. On first down, Purdy. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Purdy will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Nwangu now from his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Kenny Nwangu, 79 yards. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their 4th-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
That ball caught. eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Purdy looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Purdy to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Purdy with one final shot here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. So So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half.